Something big is coming. I bet you could feel it. I could feel it. Something really big is coming. When you sit back and you analyze shifts, changes, synchronicities, coinkydinks, everything's falling into place. In the last few weeks, there have been so many synchronicities, so much that has come to the surface, so many revelations, things that fit together like a puzzle. And everything from the past few years, everything comes together. And you feel it ahead of time. I know you're very in tune. That's probably why you're here. And you feel it already. And if you could feel something big coming, why don't you hit the like button? Let us know in the chat and in the comments. And tonight, it's going to be story time with Uncle Mike. Yeah. Story time with Uncle Mike. Something big is coming fast. The way that things have played out over the past few weeks, you know that something big is coming, and it's coming very fast. There's like no more time. A synchronicity, if you head over to the channel page, I did a video. God says we don't have time. And from that point, we really have been moving forward. We don't have time for nonsense. We have to kind of get our company's coming, right? You have to get everything in your house put together. You feel this, something big, a big event is coming. You have to get all the things in order. I've been doing this on my journey. And everything that has fallen into place over the last couple of weeks, people showing up that shouldn't be here. Have you been noticing that on your journey? Like people show up and you're like, you're not even from here, right? You notice, you could notice the little nuances. People showing up, seeming like they're not from here. And it really, you could feel the dimensional rift. You're seeing this within people, within your physical body, ascension symptoms, changes in the body, and really feeling it in the crown. Today, I went back to the front line and filmed a video, just like old times. And I hope that you'll all be there tomorrow for that video. And just being in the energies, as I'm here right now, I still have a massive headache, but I felt this massive burst of energy today. And I'm really feeling it in the crown. Are you feeling it in your crown? You could let us know. The flow of ideas like never before. Motivation. When I sit back, that's why I tell God, I say, show me synchronicities. And when things like, you're like, wow, this is the answer, this is the answer, this is the answer. And yes, however you like to call it, downloads, ideas. I was telling a friend, I have an app on my phone. And in the past, your vibrational frequency is rising up right now. And I almost can't keep track of how many thoughts that I have, so many ideas. So I'm either writing them down on a piece of paper. I am putting them in a little app that you just type some ideas down. And I used to do this in a period of time in the past, and now I'm doing that again. And I suggest, I'm giving you a little bit of advice. Yeah, I was actually talking to a few people last night about certain things that are just coming into mind. And when you have that crown activation, you're seeing how, you're seeing clearly, you're connected to God like never before. But I suggest to you, write it down. Even as I go through the daily messages, either rewrite them in the comments, do both, rewrite them in the comments and write them on a piece of paper. Because I go through this. I shared this article. I had a tremendous article years ago. I shared it with my mother. This was like before, I really knew all of my abilities and powers and all this other stuff. But the article said, forgetfulness is a sign of hyperintelligence, because you have so many ideas and so many things to keep up with. So if you do have ideas, stop a minute, go slow, and just write it down. And every time that I've had really great ideas, I really try to stop and take a moment and write it down, because sometimes it's like, damn it. And then you're trying to get it back, right? And it's like, oh, I can't get it back. The flow of ideas that has come lately, it's been through the roof. Does that resonate with you? Let us know in the comments. But the flow of ideas have really been like never before. And I shared about the blueprint. Eventually, I'll do a full video on this. You have to create a blueprint. And that's what we're doing here. And we have big ideas for this channel and community. And we're just gathered around tonight. And it's so important to be authentic, to just be yourself. And I have so much to share this year, but being out and we're all getting back to being social again, right? It's something that we've shared. Have you noticed you're being more social? And you start you've been away from it all. Now you're put back in there. And you really could start, your empathy is higher than ever before, right? You could feel the energies. Okay, this is what this person's going through. This is what that person's going through. I think I'm going to stay away from this particular individual. I think I like this particular individual. Are you feeling that like never before? So going out there, we kind of see that. But what I see, it's always been the case, but you just become more in tune with this. People live their lives, some people, as an illusion. And it's really, for the most part, not their fault. It's really not their fault, because it is the way of the world. It's very difficult for people to break free of the shackles of the mind, the proverbial prison that you cannot see, taste, or touch. And people become slaves to the matrix, and they think that they have to do all these things, but they actually don't. And I want everyone to start loving themselves. A lot of people don't love themselves. And then they might try to knock you down. But what I want you to do, I want everyone to pick up a mirror. Get a mirror in your house. Look at that mirror. You can take the metaphorical mirror. Look in that mirror. And today, if you don't love, it's not about the look. It's about the feel. You have to love you for you. You go through little things over the course of your life. The things that are part of me, like you might be younger, you might have like a scar or a birthmark. And maybe when you're younger, you don't like those things. You don't like them. But as you it's part of you. And you couldn't see yourself without it. I hope that's making sense. Hit the like button if this message resonates with you tonight. We're making the world a better place every Friday night. We get together on Friday night for Friday Night Live. But it's really like a dimensional rift. So you're really seeing maybe different realities. Either the location seems different. People seem different, and it kind of goes back and forth. So if you're feeling that things are a little off, right? I appreciate that. We're all kind of feeling it. And you really want to pay close attention to the little things. It's not going to be big. It's not going to be on a billboard. And tomorrow, Rising, we have a very powerful video. And I shared a lot in that video. And when you're in alignment, there is an energy that hits you like never before. And so many people are feeling this right now. The ideas that are coming through you, they've always been part of you. And I want you to think about this. The answers are not written in a book that maybe someone wrote for you. They're not going to be on the it's not going to be on the TV. The answers are not going to be there. The answers are written in the DNA. The answers are written in the light codes. And some people might not like that. Yeah, that's whack. That's okay. It's all right. But just think about it. And in the end, we have to do these things ourselves. And then we share from firsthand experience. Don't be afraid this year to roll up your sleeves, get a little dirty, right? Sometimes it's good, a little dirty. Got to get a little dirty this year. Because if you're sitting in fear, God doesn't want you living in fear. No. You can't live in fear all day long. You have to be free. And the more that you're free, this is the year, sovereignty. I've shared that. If you're new to the channel, everyone, write it in the comments. Sovereignty, freedom, the year of freedom. Whatever it means for you. Many people are looking for freedom in a specific area of their everyday life. That's why on Patreon we have the 8 dimensions of wellness community. Because each and every one of us, we might have a specific area of our lives. We're not all the same. We're not all the same. But there's a specific area in our lives where we want to achieve freedom. Think about that. When you are authentically free, when you're not attached, oh, it's wonderful. You have to be free to express yourself the way that you want to express yourself. And that's where we're headed towards this year. We're on a never-ending quest of the truth. And light is information, right? As you are becoming more light. You know, people talk about this, right? Light body activation. Shifting dimensions. Oh, you're going to love tomorrow. But it's true. We're all becoming less matter and more energy. We actually are becoming lighter. I'm really sharing from a place of authenticity. And I recently just showed all of you in front of the world, 100 days. We're at 102 now. We're at 102 now. 102 consecutive days of training. Part of that, fasting. Never believed in fasting before. And what I did was I listened to my body. The answers will be there tomorrow in that video. Please hit the subscribe button. Be there tomorrow for this tremendous video. You got to listen to your body. That's the answer. I literally listened to myself. Something changed and shifted. But we have to really let go of the densities that we've picked up. God was not allowing things that weren't supposed to go. The doors closed. The rapture happened. Everything's so far away now. Now, we're able to move forward in peace, peacefully moving forward. Oh, Angela, oh, that's great. That's great, Angela. I appreciate that, and hope I motivated you to do that. Part of my journey doing that, I always have one, and this is something because I was going through a healing crisis as well. We're going to talk more about it as we continue forward, but the fasting, the autophagy, at least once a week, I would just do a movement day. So I would just do core, didn't lift weights, core, sit-ups, core, moving the body, sauna, fast. You have to be ready. You got to be prepared. You got to be prepared. Something big is coming, and you feel it. You know it's coming. God has the house in order. Write it in the comments. God has the house in order because something big is about to happen. Like never before. Like never before. The reaction to these words is a reflection of what's inside of a person. The reaction of the words is a reflection of what's in the person. Mad Dog, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that very much, Mad Dog. Moving forward and upward. Love from Arizona, Uncle Mike. I appreciate you. It's my honor to be here. Uncle Mike is always happy to be here and do this every single day. Every single day. We've all gone through this transformation. We've all gone through this Heinrich. And if you're getting this message, maybe even for the first time, and you're sitting there and you're like, you know what? Yeah, my insides feel like they're being liquefied right now. There's an energy, there's a pressure inside. And you're stirring up. God wants you to change. God is bringing in change. And the change is coming. It can't be stopped. It can't be denied. There might have been certain things that you have felt prior to the big shift happening in the past, and you might feel it right now. You're feeling it. You know something big's about. It's about to pop off, kid. Yeah. Something big is about to pop off. And we're getting the band back together. We're getting in alignment. You have to. You want to hop dimensions. You want to hop timelines. The old can't go with you. And God is making sure of it. I have some delicious coffee. But the mug was nice and clean before it was filled up. You don't dump stuff into filth. God removed the filth. He picked it up in the garbage truck, and it drove it all the way to the landfill. It's so far away from the house. You don't want that stinking stench in your house. God got it so far away. Everything is clean. The air is fresh, right? Everything is sanitized. And now you get to move forward. Corinne, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Corinne. That's exactly what I'm feeling. 2 big hug for the 144 Warriors. Oh, you're going to love tomorrow, Corinne. Oh, it's going to be tremendous, yeah. What a day tomorrow's going to... I can't wait for tomorrow. Such a beautiful... when I tell you I felt it like never before. Yeah. Everyone hit the 144 if you're ready and you're pumped for this. Oh, you're pumped. You're pumped. It's gonna be tremendous. Yeah. It is going to be tremendous. When things start fitting into, like you have to sit there and you have to say to yourself, okay, it's gotten to the point where the thoughts that you've had for the past few months, and all of a sudden it's literally playing out and you could see it. Like a lot of us, like you're used to the familiar past and you literally could see this makes sense. This is all going to fit together. Oh, these people are going to fit. Oh, these ideas are going to fit together. Then all of a sudden they come from the strangest places. Like a dimensional rift opened up and people start pouring in and situations start falling into your lap and energies start shifting and ideas start flowing. Hit the like button if that resonates with you, and I appreciate it if you hit the like button. It's going to help others find this message. This ain't our first rodeo. We've been observing. We've been training. We've been leveling up, right? Before the massive change, before the tidal wave comes in, the ocean pulls way back. I said, where'd all the water go? Where's it? You're having fun. You're having fun. You're in the beach. The waves are coming in. All of it pulls. Everything's gone. Everything's gone. So think about that. All of a sudden, that tidal wave comes in. So it's going to pull back first. We went through that. Everything has its seasons and cycles. So we had that pullback season. We had the wilderness season. Things have been pruned. And we're already starting to see it, that momentum start to shift. And the more that things start, it makes sense. It makes sense. You have to sit there and it's got to make sense to you. We are the change. The chat is going by very fast. We are the change that we want to see in the world. This channel is our everyday lives. It's about your life, kid. Nothing out there matters. And all you have to focus on, and say you want to change the world, be the change that you want to be in the world, that you want to see in the world. You have to focus on yourself. I've always seen that. I lived it over this past year. You have to focus on yourself. You have to make sure your cup is filled up first. Because you're going to get dehydrated. You got to be prepared. I know listen, things happen, things work out, but you have to take ownership and be prepared. I have done this before, okay? If I go to the gym and I know the water bottle is low, right? Or I forget my water, eventually I'm going to start dehydrating, and then that's it. Like, I'll give you an example. So I've been sharing about my sauna journeys, right? Fasting. When I'm sitting in the sauna and, on that particular day, I didn't have as much water left over. Water runs out. It gets really hard. But if that bottle is filled up, you could stay in longer. So you have to make sure your house is in order. Like, we all want these things, but are you focused on, putting in the work? Are you focused on doing these things? And you could see that these shifts and changes, they are happening. And when it makes perfect sense, you don't have to be afraid any longer. That season is over. For many of us, it was like a 3-year period of time. But when you really think about it, the quickening, the days will be shortened for the elect's sake. Are you experiencing the quickening? I know some people have been here, some people are new. Hit the stars in the chat. Is time speeding up? You get the clock speeding up. Really, I can't wait for tomorrow. Time is important for some people, and some people it's not. That linear time, it might not be anything to you, but for some, time is always running out. So you want to be that light. You want to raise your frequency. And I'm reading the chat right now. I know some people might be new watching the replay. And I have a full video on the quickening, a few videos on the quickening. It doesn't matter who I meet on my journey. You know, meeting so many new people and taking this work. You know, we all share about like sharing this, and you know, when you're meeting people, that one-on-one meeting, you know, wherever it might be, you have that conversation. That's really that's the work. Listen, y'all know the internet. Did you see my video, This Rising? You got to check it out. It's really important. There's the internet. You know about the internet? You know about the internet, Light Warriors? There's the internet. They got stuff posted on the internet, right? And they got people on the internet. And everyone, like, that's really like, everyone's like, is that real? Like everyone, when you go out there, it's rough to navigate. Check out today's video if you haven't done so already. Hit the like button, the subscribe button if I'm resonating with you. I appreciate that a lot, really do. But when you meet people one-on-one, I've shared this before a long time ago. I heard another light warrior shared this as well. You click the TV, you put it on. Oh my God, all this stuff. Everyone's angry. Like, oh man, you shut it off. You walk outside. All of a sudden you hear the birds tweeting. You hear the birds, right? You see people. Oh, hi, how you doing? Everyone's nice. It's a different world. Start meeting people. Real people. And that's what we're doing on this channel. There's so many people that are coming together for this channel and community in person and on the internet. Yeah. Y'all know the internet, right? You know about the internet? Ah, it's the internet. It's the internet. It's got to be real. It's got to be real. Listen, it's free will. As long as people are following the rules, know the rules of the road, know the rules of the universe. People follow the universal. Everyone's got to, I got to follow them. You got to follow them. We all follow them. Follow the rules of the universe. And it's better for you. Because that proverbial wave it's going to knock you over. So you cannot fight against Mother Nature. You cannot fight against Almighty God. And that's why all you have to do, Yvette, I love you too, Yvette. All you have to do is stay focused. And if you are confused, it really, I'm telling you, works like a charm every single time. You say to God, show me the truth, no matter what the cost. Hit the gauntlet. That's it. That's it. And that's it. I love the inside jokes. So many beautiful people out there. But you really want to stay focused. It's great. I'm grateful for all of you. I'm grateful that I get to meet wonderful people in my everyday life. I'm grateful that I get to speak to wonderful people via the internet. Gratitude time. This is the wrap-up of the week if you're new to the channel. We usually do the videos 9 a.m. Eastern, but we do a weekly recap Friday Night Live. Thank you to everyone that supported the channel this week. Thank you to Crystal Cranford, Greg Gavigan, Cliff Virginia Hiker. Let me know how that hiking's going. Jesse Tucker, Steve Jones, and Kerry Hubbard. Thank you so much for the support. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a link at the pinned comment. We're headed over to Patreon. If you'd like to join Patreon, appreciate that as well. We'll be continuing this live stream over on Patreon, and we all get to be on the screen together. Listen, and I share it all the time. Like it's so refreshing to connect with people. A lot of people are in isolation. It's been that time, and we're breaking free of energetic cords, bonds, all those things. We're breaking out of it right now, and you could see it ahead of time. You could feel it ahead of time and embrace it. And we're all in this together. Listen, guys and girls and everyone and light warriors. We're all in this together. And that's why I wanted to leave something that was authentic, something that lasts the test of time, something that's going to have real life evidence, because please watch today's video in the Rising this morning. It's wild out there, but we need to have some real life evidence of things. We want to have firsthand experience so that we could say, okay, now I see it. Now I understand. And you could feel it in your bones. This is going to heights like never before. Everyday life is about to change, and it will never be the same again. It is a time for we're going to pull a card before we get off here as well. Pulling a card, message from the universe. Every week it's been pretty much on point, week after week. We got a little message from the universe coming out. We'll see if it's a good connection. Don't go anywhere, but you could hit the like button if you're still here, partying it up. We're on the new earth. We're going to pull the card. Oh, heights like never before. Heights like never before. We stop now and we quiet all inner agitation. We peacefully and calmly take the time to appreciate the beauty of everything around us, as well as the beauty of our souls. We listen to nature's messages and to the music of the universe. That must be the 432 hertz frequency. Jokes for like people that like get it, In this peaceful state, our higher self guides us gently towards the fulfillment of our destiny. This is destiny fulfilled. Once again, the card's on point. What do you think? New Beginnings 2024. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. We are celebrating new beginnings this year. New beginnings for our channel. New beginnings for all the people that are here. It's really all about new beginnings. A very powerful video that I recently posted. You've broken generational curses. Things that you repeated, right? And again, some people refer to it as that. Some people refer to it as subconscious programs that have been passed down through the family, however you want to word it. It is my honor to serve every community. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your background is. We all respect one another, and we use terminology, right? I'm here using terminology that any person, so if you're more of a spiritual person, you could be here. If you're more of a scientific person, you could be here. And I'm here to find all of my brothers and sisters and be the best teacher, the greatest teacher that has ever lived. That's it. Certain things are in your DNA, if you will. And you just have drives, you just have vocations to do these things. You can't let it go. You know what you came here to do. And, you know, when God takes things away from you, things happen, you have to overcome. We all overcome like never before. And then you actually come back and the power that's in that, because it's also, we're in the age, if you didn't know this, we're in the age of Aquarius, also known as the age of authenticity. Write it in the comments. This is the age of authenticity. So, if you are just being yourself, if you are authentic, you're just going with the flow, baby. You could write it in the comments. I'm just going with the flow, baby. Yeah. But if you're living a fake life, if you're living in an illusion, if you are shackled by the matrix subconscious programs, if you will, the upcoming year and years, it's going to get harder and harder and harder. And again, everyone can do whatever they want. If people go and do one thing, if people want to improve themselves, this channel, this community is here to help you become the best version of yourself. And that's what we're going to do moving forward. We show up every day. We do what we take care of what we're in control of. And the rest, you got to let go of it and let God. That's what I did. I said, I'm out of it. I'm just going to work on myself. Right? I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to train. Right? 100 days. I'm going to train. I'm going to fast. Please check out that full video. I'm going to train. I'm going to fast. I'm going to study. The other stuff, I'm just going to let God take care of it. What can I do? I could work on myself. And I'm going to train like Rocky. Oh, yeah. I've been training like Rocky, kid. Training like Rocky. It's going to be, oh. What a year. This year has just started. This year has just started. And you could feel it. You could feel something big's about to pop off, baby. It's going to pop off. When you hear that, if you feel excited, that's good. If you hear that and you feel like spookables and heffalumps, we got to work on that, okay? Right? When you hear that, something big, everyone write it in the comments. Something big is about to happen. Now, when you hear that, and if you're like, yeah, baby, that's good. If you hear that and you go, oh, no, that's not good, okay? So that's why, listen, this ain't my first rodeo. I appreciate that, Christina. We are moving forward. We're cleansing. We're getting in tune with God. We're charging ourselves up. And tomorrow rising, I hope you'll all be there. Please hit the subscribe button. We have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern. We are headed over to Patreon right now. The link is in the description if it calls you and you would like to join us on Patreon. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. Tremendous video coming out. We're already here. It's a great night tonight. It's a great night. I'm so honored. Honored to be here. Honored to be with all of you. So many wonderful things are coming. And everything that we've ever dreamed of is right here. Oh, yeah. I'm everything you ever dreamed of, yeah. You wanted a spiritual warrior. You got it, kid. I love you. All right. We are headed over to Patreon. Check out the video tomorrow. If you are new to the channel, head over to the channel page. Remember, Fridays, we always have 2 videos, so check out this morning's video. Check out the 999 video, very powerful video. We got really powerful stuff. It is picking up. It's taking off. We're taking off like never before. I love you all. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, kid, just keep